Okay, everyone, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. It's been a while. I say that every single time, but this time it has been quite a while. It's been a few weeks. First of all, thanks to Curtis, as usual, for his guidance and never ending critique. Uh, I finally have learned disk basic for color computer 1 or 2. I guess the 3 as well, I hear. It really wasn't that hard to learn. It was pretty easy. There were only a few minor things that I didn't understand at first, but it's very relatively easy. Um, but I'm not going to talk about that too much. What I really want to talk about here is Ghost Saga. So it's almost ready for release. Uh, it was just a mini game when I first started it a few years ago, and then I just put it away and got busy with other things. And I want to give back to my viewers. It's about time. It's been a long time. I know a lot of people have been asking in the past, and unfortunately, there was never a way. And there was always this issue with cassette format, which is very tedious. And so now we're all upgraded here. And so when I release this, it's going to go on Curtis's site first. Anyways, that's it's going to go on Curtis's site first, as far as I know. He's given me permission to send it up to him. He's going to be the first to play it, besides me. And after that, hopefully it will be bug free, and he'll put it up on his site. You guys will be able to get it. I'll make a video once that's done. And the only thing, you're going to get this disk image. It's going to have 2 files on it. One called Ghost Saga, or G and the times symbol. This is actually a little diamond here. That's their times symbol. And it can be used for other things. It's just this thing right here. A lot of people use it for text screen graphics. I don't know what the heck it really is. It looks like a diamond, but so you're going to get G Saga, G Diamond Saga. They're both in basic and level 1. So once you pop this in, it's going to be in the DMK format. Unfortunately, I can't get XOR to behave. It's not happening right now. There's all sorts of issues, joystick issues, compatibility issues. I can't get it to behave to even work in the disk mode. I don't know what's going on with XOR. I'm using the TRS-80 GP right now. So in order to play this game, you will have to download that. It is very user-friendly. It pops in and out real quick. Loads up. No problems using it. There'll be a link in the video description for that, as well as a link to Curtis's site. Probably, hopefully, a link right to the game download on Curtis's site. You'll have those 2 links, and once you download the zip file, you're going to get this DMK format. If you have another emulator that runs DMK, you can use that. Curtis has said he thinks MAME uses that. I don't know. I haven't used MAME in like 10 years. I used to use it for playing video games, but I don't have it anymore. I got rid of it. But it will be in the DMK, not the DSK format. Sorry, guys. Like I said, XOR is not behaving. That's minimal. The TRC GP will run on Mac, Windows, Linux, all sorts of, and it's just been updated. You'll just have to, there's a drop down says diskette, insert into drive 0 virtually, and that's all you have to do. And in the zip file, you'll get the disk image, and you're also going to get a text document that you need to read first. It's going to be just, on a notepad, Windows notepad type document. Read that first. You're going to get directions on how to play the game and loading directions. Basically, all you do, and I'm not going to play the game right now, but I'm going to show you what you're going to get. And it's not completely finished yet, but it's almost there. It's about 95% done. I've been working on this like heck, trying to get it done because I just want to get it done out there and finish Tales of Suburbia and some of these other games I've been working on. But anyhow, now I lost my train of thought here. The heck was I saying? So I'm going to show you what you're going to get when you load it. I'm not going to play the game, but I want to show you there's a bunch of new features. That's why it's taken so long. First of all, I had to debug it from its original format. It was screwed up with bugs. There was a bad timer, not a timer problem, a random number problem, where I had R equals random 5, and it would always pick 4. No idea why. And it happened on different platforms, so it wasn't the emulator. I had to clear that up. I had to learn, I had to debug it. I mean, I hadn't looked at it in years. It was when I was first getting into advanced programming game techniques, and it was a little sloppy, but it's still doable. I had to fix a few things, and it's not done yet, but it's almost there. 95% there. Should have it done in a few days. I know I keep going back to this, but I know some people have been waiting for a long time for some of my games and things like that, and hate to make people wait for things, but anyways, so after debugging it, I had to learn Disk Basic, which that took about a week or so to nail most of it down, and then I had to add new features, and so I want to show you some of these new features. Now, when you load the game, you're gonna do a directory search, and it's gonna come up with this. You're gonna load G Saga. I couldn't spell the whole thing out because it only takes 8 characters. And then you're going to put a comma R. And then you're all set. So we're going to hit this and see what happens. I'm not going to say much. So it's going to load. Takes a little while. And once we see the map screen, you're ready to play. And this is where the game begins and the fun starts. So, I'm going to break out of this real quick because I'm not going to play the game. I don't know if that was loud enough. I think I just had my volume turned down. Um, I have extra on about 50%, so it's not blasting. But I am gonna run it one more time just to make sure it's loud enough. Um, okay, you put the comma R so you don't have to run it. It runs itself. And it does take a little while to load. With the Tira City GP, you even get the disk drive sound effects, which is great. That's why I like this emulator so much. It's very well put together. Um, and then we're going to go into my branding label, and from there it loads level 1, and it goes through a map screen, and then you can start to play the game. So we're going to do this one more time just to make sure the audio is right. And this is just showing you the different screens you have to get through in order, from one first to last. There's a flag at the end. You can note that's a new feature. Um, I'm not going to give the game away. If you notice here, there's an X. That's where you have to hit that ghost. And that's all I'm going to tell you right now. And there's a flag at the end. And there will be instructions on what you're supposed to do with all this stuff. But I'm not going to give the game away by playing it. That would just be foolish because then everyone would know how to play it. So that's all I can say right now. There's tons of new features in here, different graphics, intro screen, a map screen. I just can't wait to get it out to you guys, and hopefully after that, people can have fun playing it, and then I'll have Tales of Suburbia available for you soon. That's going to take a little while. I have to change it over to disk and finish debugging it. I don't know how long that's going to take. Hopefully within a month, hopefully less. And then after that will be either the Mario game or Coco Ultimate, which is a huge game. Actually, Tales of Suburbia is a huge, huge game. Huge. There's going to be a huge map for that. But it's not going to be like on the screen. It's going to be in a booklet format. And then Coco Ultimate is big in a different way. It's very complex. Everything's like crunched into a little bit of space. That's where but I haven't looked at that in a long time either. So I'm gonna have to test that back out too. So that's all for right now. It's getting late over here, and I just wanted to push this video out real quick so my viewers haven't seen any videos for a while, and that's it. Maybe you guys will have something else to talk about on the Coco Nation. In terms of this game, it's not a huge game. It's just one level, but you have to figure out how to play it. In the future, I may add more levels and make it a full game. Right now, it's just one level. It was really my first big production in terms of an action game, and that was when I was just learning P-copy. So that was a while ago, And problem is, like, I started a lot of these games and I never really finished any of them, but I keep going from one thing to the next, and I have to slow down and start finishing things so it's finished product. People can get, some entertainment out of it and things like that. So Alright, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon with the download information, hopefully. Alright, take care. Bye.